Yes, guys, we're back and we're live for England's match reaction to San Marino's to the 5-0 win against San Marino last night. I've got Niall and I've got Stephen back from the Olympiacos game. And how are you, Stephen? By the way.
Yeah, good. Thank you, man. It's been an interesting start to the international break. Yeah, some weird results. A good one for Greece yesterday against Spain, but I imagine we'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, England smashed San Marino again. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that as well and sort of get your thoughts about if you think that Greece can make to the World Cup or what your expectations are. But Niall as well, how are you, my friend?
Beyond raging.
Oh God!
I mean, I'm not just furious. I'm not as furious as I was last night. Let's put it that way. But I'm still very disappointed. We're both.
I'm gonna find a line that starts you off as a rant, and then I'm gonna use it for the start of it as a clip.
It's just annoying because both the under-21s and the senior squad have just been filled with bitter disappointment. It's as simple as that. We'll get into it and all of that. We'll get into all of that as well. I don't know if we're talking about the under-21s, but they were a complete dog shit. In Kittia, not even a footballer.
And who picks him?
He's got the first touch.
I'm sorry. I know it's been 30 seconds or for 50 seconds. Who picks him for Arsenal?
He doesn't even get onto your bench anymore. The thing is,
who picks him over Balogun?
Kitty has got the first touch of a dumpster truck. In fact, dumpster trucks may have better.
Hello, everyone.
Touches.
Yes, hello. Got Bargav and Luca with us. How are you, Bargav? For starts.
Yeah, I'm well. I mean, I was pretty bad this morning, but I saw Kevin Campbell's tweet preaching positivity, and I just woke up and got to doing stuff. The second part is I heard you guys beat a bunch of fishermen yesterday. Is that right?
Not a bunch of fishermen. It's more just like, be fair to them, it's more like bankers, accountants, something like that. But mainly Italians. Italians, and I've probably just been really offensive to San Marino. So if that is the case, I do apologize.
This morning, I also woke up to Stephen. There's I sent you an image where England are now the favorite to win the Euros after that win.
Really?
I'm not joking.
If you're here for a wind up, please.
Do you know what? You're not actually far wrong. And I've got method behind my madness. Look at the rest. No, you look at the rest of the teams, mate. They were dog shit. France drew to Ukraine. Yeah. Spain lost.
Holland lost to Turkey.
Holland got absolutely put to bed by Turkey.
Yeah,
Germany had a good. Germany
was good.
Wasn't.
Germany comfortable win for Germany.
It was all right. But yeah, why can't we? I mean, believe it or not, as much as we don't like Southgate, he actually sets up quite well for international tournament football.
Yeah, that is.
The six teams ahead of you, in my opinion, are one is Belgium, number one, and it's their golden year. It's their golden generation's final
golden year. It's been a golden year for the last.
Even
years.
Then, though, Bargev, like their defense, like you've got Vermaelen who's playing in Japan. You've got Vertonghen who's flopped at Benfica for the most part.
Yeah.
Alderweireld, who's a good defender, but not the player he was 3-4 years ago.
Because he's a Spurs.
Well, at one point he was one of the best defenders in the league, and now he's just in decline, complete decline. And so, a fantastic team still, but their defense isn't as good, in my opinion.
Definitely their last year.
Anyway, Bargav, right. Luca, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, thanks. By the way, obviously I'm all right from last night. England winning 5-0 last night against the Farmers League. So yeah, San Marino. So.
Okay. Yes.
You're not celebrating that, are you, Luca?
Not really. No.
Okay, good. I
No.
mean, the
Because
way you
they-
sounded, you
They've
sounded like
not
it was a
won
great
game
result.
since 2004. They've not won a game since
Yeah,
2004.
that's why I was sort of questioning why you were you looked like you were delighted with that.
No.
Also, Stephen, can we go back to what Bargav said? There was 6 teams above us. Are you chatting? What have you been smoking this morning? Belgium, I can just about understand.
France, France for certain
Pull
is
up the,
France for
image.
certain on paper.
Yeah, lucky it's not.
I was going to say,
gone
pull
on
up the
paper.
image that I sent you on Twitter.
I think Italy as well. They have a maybe on par potentially. They have a bit of a left back problem at Italy, where Emerson from Chelsea is their best left back, even though he doesn't play for Chelsea.
I mean,
but they actually have some great midfielders.
Yeah,
I mean, England does have home field advantage, though. England does have home field. I mean, basically, like, I mean, it's huge because your fans are pretty rowdy. Like when it comes to these things, like
pretty
Yeah.
rowdy. That's an
Before,
understatement.
like,
understatement. I know, but
before we get sort of into the England game, I asked Steve if you wanted to come on because I wanted to sort of get a sense from sort of a Greece's point of view towards the World Cup qualifiers. Are Greece going to the Euros this year or
No, we are not.
No. So
Stephen just walked into that one. You harsh boy.
Sorry.
You harsh man.
Me harsh.
I'm used to it.
Look at you. Look at yourself, mate.
I
God.
haven't been horrible to him about Greece. You just asked him if they were going to the Euros.
I asked him a genuine question. I didn't know. Okay. Right?
I mean, I've been desensitized at this point by Greece not qualifying and underperforming in the qualifiers. They're just so.
Know what's worse? Your team has won a major tournament before us. That's actually horrific.
But that was when we had a golden
no.
generation of
Top
talent.
seven,
We actually had a league. Our league at that point was in the top 6, top 7 leagues in Europe. We had fantastic squad that was drilled and was a team unit and had a fantastic manager. And then we went through a 10-year period where we were consistently qualifying for tournaments by World Cup 2006. You know, we qualified for everything. And then latter stages at Euro 2012, we could get to the knockout stages and stand relatively toe-to-toe with Germany. And we were unlucky to not get to the quarterfinals of World Cup 2014 when we lost on penalties to Costa Rica. And then since
Costa Rica. That was an odd
yeah, exactly. And since then, it's just been a massive transition period for us, and we lost a lot of key players. A lot of the league fell in terms of its quality, so not a lot of players were coming through of a similar quality, and yeah, we're a bit of a mess at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
okay. You can have Steve McLaren if you want. I've heard he's a very good interview.
No, thank you. We had Claudio Ranieri managers before he took over at Leicester.
I'd take Ranieri. Ranieri ain't too bad.
I don't think I could. He was manager when we lost at home to the Faroe Islands, and that's the worst match of football I've ever watched. It was one of my least favorite matches of all time. It was embarrassing. It really, really killed me, that game. It was so terrible.
The group. Who have Greece got in their group for?
We have Spain, who we played yesterday. We got that game out of the way. We have Georgia. We have Sweden, and I believe we have Kosovo as well.
Yeah,
is there one other? I can't think.
I'm going to double check
because
I'm going to double check that.
Say that.
Yeah.
It's it's a group that we could realistically hope to get second, but then the biggest challenge for us will be not only playing Sweden, who now have Zlatan back, even though he's nearly 40, but it's also actually putting the game to bed against smaller nations like Georgia, like Kosovo, because we haven't lost to these teams, but we have struggled to create any meaningful chances. And then when we do take those, we just don't put them away.
Yeah, so you got Sweden, Greece, Spain, Kosovo, and Georgia. So you got Spain, Kosovo, Georgia, and Sweden. I think between Sweden, I think you're in definite competition with Spain, Greece, and Sweden. Sweden have always been a decent side, so it's between them three. I think in that group. So
it's a tough group.
Spain, I would expect to be top of that group.
I think they will be in overall.
Yeah, and then I think it's a toss up between Greece and Sweden, to be honest, and that can go either way.
It depends really, because Spain drew to Greece. They could potentially drop points to Sweden. I mean, Zlatan is back on the international stage.
Got an assist as well.
He got an assist as well. I mean, that's the thing, right? I wouldn't be so confident about Spain just going through like that. I think they're not the same.
I just saying you'd expect. Yeah, I know that, but you would.
I know that,
so,
but they're not the same Spain as they were.
They haven't been the same Spain since the 2014 World Cup, to be honest.
Exactly. I mean, I actually think England may have a better squad than them, and that sort of says a lot.
Yeah. Don't listen to me. Yeah. Don't listen to me. Yeah. Don't listen to media at all. So
put it this way. Yeah. Put it this way. Me and Stephen are your media. We are the media. Fuck mainstream media.
You want genuine football news and fan opinion. Right, come to these channels, mate. Right, we'll keep you up to date. England obviously first half we should have been like 5-0. We should have been 5-0 up by the 30th minute, at least. Right, with the amount of chances we had. Some of the chances we missed was just like, one opportunity I think Lingard missed, which the ball literally was the ball was bigger than the gap between his foot and the ground, and he managed to get it under his foot and make it go under him. I have not got the funniest idea where some of the chances that we missed were missed, because I bet you if they did that in their own football clubs, it would be a goal every time. It just seems to be weird, because all of a sudden they get like it's like they play so well for their clubs, but when it comes to the national side, it's like they send their clone off to us where it's crap, and they just don't end up performing.
It just wasn't.
Yes. Yes. Before we get any further, please do.
Really helps us out. Thanks.
Smash the like button and subscribe. If anyone does want that, let me know, and I'll do it. And I'll
Bargaff is thinking. What's that?
What?
It's called Smash the Like Button. Smash the like button. A bunch of pigeons could score more than England and San Marino. In fact, more than.
I see the criticism for this, for San Marino even getting this game, and I thought, I'm like, they got to taste like high quality football at one point, so it could be good for their development just having a game.
You say that though.
But San Marino, they've always.
I know. It's like
they've always had that.
Look, they're always everyone's
but then if they were playing top quality football like Germany, they would have sorted it.
These are qualifiers, right? Everyone is entitled to try and qualify for the World Cup or the Euros. You can't just say, "Oh, San Marino, you've got no chance of winning, so you're not gonna be allowed to do it." Everyone's entitled to a chance to qualify, right?
Even if they have to allow it, because I'm sorry, the San Marino team is like League Two, where they have to have second jobs and stuff like that. They're not really fully professional.
That's a bit disrespectful to League Two, because there's no League Two club that has extra jobs. You're thinking conference.
Once you hit National League South and North, then maybe.
Some players might have another job because not
in League Two. Not in League Two, though.
Well, and maybe like the wages have improved since then, because. No,
probably Stephen, my team have been.
Maybe I've got that completely wrong, but I'm thinking.
Stephen, my team have just come out of League Two. Trust me, I think you've got that a little wrong. It's conference. It's the conference that normally does that. But the thing is, every team has, or every nation has, the right to qualify. Right? San Marino are not going to qualify. Everyone knows that, but you still have to go. Scotland. You still have to do your job. You still have to allow them, because it's a great experience for them as well. They got to play at Wembley last night. There's not many teams that can. It's not many people in their life that can say I've played at Wembley. That's only a limited few can do that.
I just had a look at their squad. There's a couple individuals who play. Most of them play in San Marino, but then you have about 3 or so players who play in Serie C, which is obviously Italy's third division. So it says it all really. That's just the quality.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, we beat it. You can say that we beat Belgium, right? But we're not going to do that in a World Cup. Right, we do that in a tournament that probably means nothing. Or
yeah, but we played
friendly.
Belgium twice in the 2018 World Cup and lost.
I remember Spain when they were European champions.
Isn't right. This is where people.
Hang on, we beat
this
them
is
1-0.
what really annoys me.
Hang on. I said we beat them 1-0 in a friendly, but when it comes to the tournament, we get actually smashed.
Guys, this ain't the same team. Someone mentions the World Cup. We've got new players since then. Saka didn't go to the World Cup. Greenwood didn't go to the World Cup. There's so many new players that are coming into this squad. Look, we need to have that faith because the squad is getting better. Everyone can see that. The blame yesterday isn't actually at Southgate's door, right? Southgate set out how all of us would want him to set out. He didn't play defensively. He attacked San Marino. He didn't play 5 at the back, which is sort of standard Southgate. The issue is the players didn't perform. It's as simple as that. They didn't take their chances. Lingard was poor. I expected better from him, especially after his form at West Ham. Calvert-Lewin was poor. Sterling was horrific. I mean, there's so many people to blame. But also, that wasn't our first team. If you're telling me that that's the team Southgate's going to pick...
No, of course not.
No. But I've seen people get really upset and annoyed. And of course, I'm annoyed. Absolutely. I'm annoyed that the players on the pitch didn't show themselves in a better light, didn't have that killer instinct, didn't put San Marino to bed. I have that annoyance. But we do have to back our country. We're not doing too badly. If you think Harry Kane could be in there, Rashford could be in there, Sancho could be in there.
I hear that, but I think people are getting upset at the fact that even the side we had there, that should be that should be. I don't want to sound arrogant, but it should be scoring more goals than 5 against San Marino.
That's why I said I'm disappointed because they didn't show themselves in the right light. Because there is a Euro squad being picked. And these boys didn't put out the performance to show that they should be playing. Right?
Could you say though with Southgate, is it a little bit was the fact that we're creating chances, but sometimes we're just being a bit passive. We weren't really
for example,
cutthroat.
if Sterling had better quality in the final third, we score an extra couple of goals. If Calvert-Lewin was more clinical, we score a couple more goals. If Lingard didn't hit the ball over the bar, then we score another goal. If Stones didn't hit the ball over the bar, we end up with 9-10 goals. So it's not Southgate. The chances there were created, but they just weren't.
That's not the point, mate. Hang on. That's not the point, right? Right. The reason probably we're so down as England fans is because we haven't won a fucking trophy since '66.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
When it comes to England, right? It's probably why England wear white shirts, because they have to impersonate blooming Tottenham Hotspur, right?
No,
because it's the last time they won a bloody trophy.
It's such a horrific comment because everyone is entitled to feel annoyed. Everyone feels annoyed. Rightly so, because we've been let down many times by England. But the thing is, Chris wouldn't suck the joy out if England won it. He'd be delighted.
He'd be bouncing off the ceiling.
As would everyone. I would be thrilled. I'm disappointed now because the players didn't put in the performance and didn't showcase themselves in the right way. But if we won the World Cup or won the Euros, I'd be fucking delighted. I'd be jumping up and
World
down.
Cup. I've never seen England get to a semi-final of the World Cup. So we got to a semi-final of the World Cup. I thought,
mate, I'll be singing Three Lions. I'll be singing Three Lions, mate. Just continuously. Like, I'll be on a stream just continuously singing Three Lions.
You talk to any England fan before a tournament, they were, or before that tournament, as someone who were thinking group stage will be out, right? Quarterfinals will be out, the same usual, same bullshit all the time.
Chris has every right to be annoyed.
But that's what most England fans will feel. But then when we got to the semi-final World Cup, look how the country united when we got to a semi-final, right? everyone was bouncing off the scene. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was happy, right? It was even that you saw in the F1 that everyone was happy as well because they're watching the football during the Grand Prix as well. It's just everyone united as a country for once. We were so divided at that time with political issues and stuff like that. But for that moment, that time, we were united as a country because of what's going on with England.
I just think Nippin shouldn't really be sending personal shots to people. I think it's just a bit rude. And yeah, I've been.
I mean, you have a top 4.
Yeah, but no, the bit about Nippin, I mean, I've been on plenty of streams with Chris, and he would be very positive if we won a World Cup or Euros. Of course, he fucking would. It'd be the same as everyone else.
I mean, you guys have a top 4.
I mean, he criticises Liverpool. It doesn't mean that if they win a trophy, he's gonna not be happy about it.
I mean, I criticise our goal. Does that mean if we won League One, I wouldn't be happy?
I criticise Arteta, but I criticise Arteta all the time. But if he won me the Premier League, right? If he further down the line won me a Premier League, or even God forbid, if he won us a Champions League, do you think I'd be sitting there? Oh, he's no good. Oh no, it's not really worth.
Such a naive and stupid comment to be saying, but.
I mean, you guys have a top 4 squad, right? You technically have a top 4 team. I mean, looking at the teams, I mean, I feel like Portugal has to be like one of the favorites. Spain has to be. Spain is. I don't really consider them to be.
They've got talent, but not
there. Germany for sure. Germany for sure after yesterday.
We'll see.
They look like they're clicking a little bit.
And even then, this is probably that we haven't played. Usually at some point, we've had Euros international breaks at certain periods throughout the season. This is probably the first time we've had one at the start, and we ain't had one till the next year. So the fact is probably as well is that we've not had so many international breaks, so they're probably having to readjust the fact that they've been away from their national teammates so long that when it comes to probably the first game, they're not clicking right. I bet you by a second or third game, after a bit more training, they would be like more fluid.
Well, yeah, of course. Look, we're definitely top 4. Germany, Belgium, us, and France. They're the ones that I see could win it. Do I think that on a one-off game against any of these teams we could beat them? Yeah, of course we can. We've got the talent. We've got Rashford, Kane, Saka, Foden, Grealish, Maddison. We've got such quality players that on our day, if we play well and we have to face them in a semi-final or final, then yeah, of course we've got a chance. Like, but I obviously understand why people are a bit annoyed and upset because it was San Marino and we only scored 5 goals. Like, we're not Scotland. We have higher expectations.
Too right strip there. I'm not getting into Arsenal because I'll go on another rant again. But yeah.
Trust the process.
Don't you start.
I feel like Portugal has to be in that list too, by the way, because
to be honest,
it's not just Ronaldo. It's not just Ronaldo.
To be honest,
on that team, by the way,
teams who I think can win the tournament. Spain, no, because I think they're finished. Portugal.
They're really
France,
good, actually. Portugal,
France, Belgium.
I still think Italy. Germany. I still think Italy are a dark horse for that tournament.
Hold on, so Luca's betting against England. Why don't you think we can win it?
Because the thing is, England, we always come up against teams like France and we always bottle it.
Yeah, but what's to say this isn't going to be where it all changes? And we
but when you look at the group stage, right?
Yeah, but what's to say that we're not going to turn the French into English stuns? Like, what's to say that?
Yeah, anyone could beat anyone because there's going to be no fans in the stadium. But still, the thing is,
there'll be England fans by then.
There will be. There'll be England fans.
Yeah, there'll be home fans.
There.
That's why I'm there, like, champion.
Me and my friends are going to go watch it because it's the day after.
Share that screen real quick. Share that screen real quick.
Why are we sharing this screen?
This is the these are the odds.
I'm not listening to betting odds. I'll give it
no, but those are the top teams.
I'm giving up on betting odds.
Because it was meant to be last year, Luca. It was meant to be last year, but because of COVID, it got moved a year.
Yeah.
This could be a benefit. England fans, remember the final is at Wembley. Wembley, boys.
Yeah, but let's not get
English
paper.
fans.
Let's not get too overhyped up and paper over the cracks. We might not exactly.
Yeah,
get
but
to
let's
the
be fair.
final.
Last time,
It's
last
coming
time
home. It's coming
the
home.
last time we had a final at Wembley, we won it.
It's coming home. It's coming
That was the
home.
last time there was a final at Wembley.
See what happens.
Luca, you might want to just get on the train.
Well,
boat.
apart from the
It's
Euros,
coming
that is.
home.
But no,
It's
actually,
Yeah, I was going to
Euros-
say Germany won that final.
Yeah, that was the Euros. I'm talking about the World Cup.
Plymouth fans in England will be celebrating, going nuts.
I'm criticising Liverpool. At this
I'll be
moment.
absolutely delighted if we won the Euros.
Can I just read this? Sorry. At this moment in time, they're not being successful. If Liverpool somehow win the Champions League this season and England somehow win, I'll be absolutely.
Why are we still going on about that? We're talking about
Yeah,
England
it's
winning
done.
the
It's
fucking
done.
Euros.
Yeah.
Right, positivity, boys. Fucking hell. Right, yes, we didn't beat San
Yeah,
Marino
I feel like I'm
9-0.
way more positive about the
You were
US
giving
than
it,
you guys are.
large about. Hang on, you were giving it large about like the Euros.
I said I was
Mate,
disappointed.
you look like a mug.
No, I said I was disappointed with the performance, but it's coming home. We are going to win both Euros.
We're not going
Repeat
to win the
after me.
Euros.
That's early.
Right, Luca, your negativity is starting to make me very angry.
No, I'm
Say
serious.
after Luca, repeat after me. We will win
Stephen,
the
play
Euros.
that clip. Play that clip.
No, Stephen,
No.
I wouldn't. Lucas, repeat after me. We will win the Euros. Say it.
Behave, will ya?
Did anybody catch the
Okay.
US game yesterday? Did anybody catch the US game?
We'll win the double. There you go.
No.
Did anyone catch the US game? What a
Who do they play?
It's a
Go
good
on, who
game,
do they
actually.
play?
Jamaica.
What did happen
They
to the
were
US game?
They were playing fucking Jamaica.
Oh, they beat Jamaica 4-1.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it's a good game actually.
Okay,
A lot of good,
about,
a lot of good like pieces now coming together. I mean, Dest might be compared to Tierney very soon.
But
There's
what
one
if
team
England
that-
come up
Aiden,
against
if
one
you're
team.
sorry, if everyone's looks like you're in the chat, if you are, please go and subscribe. Anyone new in the chat, go and subscribe now. Share it
I'm
as well, so get other people to subscribe as well. Please, if you can do that, that'd be great.
Aiden kept asking
do
me,
you
mention
think-
Belgium. And I was like, yeah, we've been mentioned.
Yeah, we have mentioned Belgium.
There's
In-
one team that definitely won't win the Euros, and that is America or the USA.
Yeah.
I can confirm right now that the USA will not win the Europa.
That's like saying
Euros.
Arsenal are not going to beat Tottenham to the Audi Cup because we're never in it.
No.
Exactly. But I'm just chucking it out there that the USA definitely won't win the Euros.
Not unless they change confederation like Australia did with it.
No,
they went to Asia instead of Oceania.
Right to the EU. Said, can we join the EU?
Yeah.
I know we're the other side of the pond, but can we join?
Let's not get political, eh? Let's not get political.
No, I'm just saying I want to join the continent. Right, Belgium.
Strange.
As a munch.
Yeah, that's their
Yeah.
downfall. That's their downfall.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well,
So
they have-
But what if England come up against France though?
I think, if I'm honest,
We turn them into English stunners.
I think
Simple as
France are the only team that is going to be a
Yeah.
real challenge for
Yeah,
England,
but they
if I'm
can't
honest.
beat-
I don't think
I'm not
England
scared.
could beat Portugal though. I don't think England could beat Portugal. Like,
I'll behave
Portugal-
yourself.
I'll be able.
Behave.
look at Portugal's
We
team.
will
Look at
we will-
Portugal's team before you say that.
also turn them into English stunners as well. Don't worry about that.
Look
I
at
do,
Portugal's
I do
team.
think actually Mbappe will
Look
ruin
at
us.
our team. Look
João
at our team.
Felix, Fernandez.
Hold on. Mbappe has been stopped by an entire United defense. which looks
Andre
Average
Silva,
age
who
as well.
has the same amount of goals as Haaland, by the way. That's a topic for debate, by the way. Like Haaland versus Andre
No,
Silva.
we'll beat Portugal. It's France. It's the problem.
Yes,
France is
we'd beat. No, we'd also beat France.
We won't
We
beat
will.
Belgium.
Yes, we will.
No, you'll be like you can beat Belgium this year.
Have you seen their defense?
Croatia.
It'll be a high
Hazard,
scoring.
get
It'll
revenge.
be a high scoring. It'll be a high scoring game. Don't get me wrong.
Well, it depends how
Like, 'cause
Gareth Southgate wants to set up.
Well, no, neither team has a defense. Like Belgium and England, that's the one thing that
That's never
neither
stopped
team
Southgate
really
playing
has.
defensively.
How good
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Italy
but-
anyway? How good is Italy anyway?
Average.
Yeah,
I'd say better. I say better than average. It's just that they've got a young generation coming through.
yeah, yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the Italian side that won the World Cup in 2006.
Yeah.
They haven't got the talent that they once had, but they have some fantastic players in their team. It's just whether they can perform in a major
The
competition.
thing with Italy, right, is when it comes to big tournaments, they surprise people. They get to quarterfinal, semi-final, and it's happened.
Oh,
It's happened.
and Stephen, with that comment there, Chris, repeat after me. England will win the Euros. Now,
Behave, will ya?
Sorry.
Stephen, we're winning the Euros, and when we do, I'm going to look absolutely incredibly good, and everyone else.
I guess
is gonna
Norway's
look
not in
like
it.
suckers.
Norway's not in it. Norway's not in it. The
Niall
yes,
gets
I'm
Niall-
quaking in my boots facing fucking Norway.
If England win the Euros, Niall
I
can get
mean,
200
they're on the
subscribers.
rise. That team.
Yeah.
got two players.
Did I support? We're in 2018. So lucky with the
Look, sometimes
draw.
you got to get a bit lucky with the draw
Yeah,
and
you
face
gotta
the
get a
teams
bit,
that you're
yeah.
given. You know, I mean, those teams were in it for a reason, and England,
Colombia.
fair play
just
to them, got
horrible.
through to the
And
semi-finals.
we won a penalty shootout, boys. England finally won a fucking penalty shootout. Do you
Yeah,
know how
against
big
those
that
Colombians,
is?
like the Colombians. I'm
Well,
sorry.
you're an absolute disgrace.
I-
You're a cheat. I hope Brighton get relegated.
I'm sorry.
who is
I
it?
said they were cheat. They were cheats. They were bunch
I don't
of cheats.
care.
a lot
Oh,
of
if
them.
Colombia had played proper football, they would have actually taken the game to you better. But they decided to play Netherlands
the
2010
crap-
style in the final and just foul you guys
that's cool.
They had
constantly.
the crap
That's
out
cool.
of when we got when we. I think is it when the penalty, either the penalty shootout or the penalty. I think did we have the penalty in that game?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
penalty in the
Modric missed the
game.
penalty, right? Modric
Because-
missed the penalty in that game.
No, but no.
Dude.
What I'm saying, no, I'm not talking about. It. I'm talking about the England game, right?
Yeah.
In the World Cup, is that I think when we were trying to take a penalty, they were trying to dig up the penalty
Oh.
spot. By they were absolute twats. A lot of them.
Because do you know what?
Colombia's known for that.
I'm actually delighted all of that had that happen because
Yeah, because we beat the.
we had to do a penalty shootout, and then Henderson misses a penalty. I'm happy about that because to show the determination and the courage and the togetherness to get through all of that and win a penalty shootout for England is fucking massive. Winning a penalty shootout with England is bloody. That's like almost winning the World Cup
Southgate.
alone. Like literally, that's the thing. Like
anyway.
yeah, but he suffered losing that penalty shootout, didn't he? When he took that penalty. And then he was able to get the belief of the players, get that togetherness, get us through a penalty shootout. It's so incredible for a nation that when it comes to penalty shootouts, we're bloody horrific at them.
Right, we're going to move on to play ratings for this game. Well, if it loads up, that is. There you go. So there we are. So we'll start with
It was Pope who played in goal.
Nick Pope in goal.
Didn't really have anything to do.
I was just about to say, bang average, bang
average because he just sat down and read a paper for all.
I think he had like one shot to contend with, and he had one throw to do.
Yeah,
cool.
I think. Who else? I don't need to get the England squad up actually.
Right back was Reece James.
Daniel, he was Reece James. Sorry, it's Reece James.
Yeah, Reece James. Who were putting him as
above average. He was fairly all right.
He was average.
Good.
Yeah, I'd say good.
Good.
Right. And
okay.
left back was Ben Chilwell.
Ben Chilwell.
Good.
There.
Yeah, he had a fairly good game.
Centre backs, Stones.
Yeah, it was Stones and Cody. Both of them, I would say bang average. They didn't have
bang average. Yeah, well,
compared to years ago,
Stones, I'm going to put a 5 actually.
Yeah, I would say
he missed a couple of opportunities.
Yeah, I would say
that's the only time you'll see Connor Cody in a back 4 for England, because when you actually have to play real competition, he'll be in a back 3.
Cody goes
I don't rate
there.
John Stones as a player anyway, but he done all right. So.
I sort of hope that Cody won't be there in the back line
Yeah.
of the competition.
I think he's worth
don't-
taking, but not a guaranteed
Yeah.
starter. I don't think.
I've always said he's worth taking, but I'm really not wanting him to be anywhere near the starting lineup. If I'm being the centre
DMs
midfield was Calvin Phillips and
Calvin.
James Ward-Prowse.
Calvin Phillips.
He was okay.
Okay. And who else was it?
James
Prowse.
Ward-Prowse.
James Ward-Prowse, wasn't it? Yeah. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he
he
had a
was
good
good.
game.
From the
He had a
highlights
very
I
good-
saw,
I
I
think it was a very good game.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're
left-
happy with that. 'Cause that's what I'm putting him.
Left wing was Raheem Sturshit.
I think it is with Sterling. At one point, he was guaranteed starter for England, and now that he is playing against San Marino, that must have messed with him a bit because when you're playing when you're in the backup team against such a poor side, he clearly it's clearly going to be a demotivator for you because you think, well, I'm not going to play the big games, am I?
You are not putting him in there. Please put him in trash. I beg you. Yes.
No.
He
Very
failed.
poor.
He failed. No, Stephen. He failed at least 10 attacks.
I'm not being savage.
Right, Stephen. He failed at least 10 attacks against San Marino.
Right, but wait, sorry. Just before we go make this decision.
Well, how about we vote on this?
Die ahead. Seems like a trend at the moment for players to go to countries of decent descent, not birth. Can't say I'm crying, but Scotland have got Tommy and Trey Adams. Yeah, if you are there, please subscribe and leave a like on the video. Please, do smash the like button for this brilliant channel. James Maker's team is 3-4-3. I'm not worried about the Jamaicans, to be honest. I can't give a crap. And until we face them in the World Cup, I couldn't be asked. My England team for the Euros is Pope, Rice, Stones, Walker, Shaw, Henderson, Mount, Grealish, Foden, Sancho, Kane.
You're joking.
You're joking.
Kyle Walker playing Declan Rice as a centre back. I do not want to get mauled to James. I don't want to get mauled to death by these teams. No.
I mean, honestly, you got Reece James.
Can I tell you the best thing?
Wan-Bissaka.
Can we go back to why Sterling was put in very poor? Because I think he was either extremely poor or trash.
Now Sterling was four at least.
3. I'm saying 3.
Oh my god.
Very poor.
I would say extremely poor. I counted 10 attacks that he fucked up against San Marino.
Fucking hell. Fine. Go on. if it keeps you quiet.
I just don't like overhyping Raheem Sterling. I mean, he's horrific. Right wing was Lingard.
Oh no. There's a reason.
Lingard, I give him a 2.
I'm sorry. Here's the reason he plays for West Ham.
I'd say he's very poor. The reason I say Sterling was worse because I expect more from Sterling.
Yeah, but I mean, still, it's like against San Marino, you should be trying to make a statement.
Mason Mount,
at least
the next one.
Yeah, Mason Mount.
He was very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I'd say Ward-Prowse levels.
Yeah, definitely. That wind up some Chelsea fans when he doesn't play well for their club.
He plays very well for Chelsea.
I think he plays very well for their club. I don't get this problem. I don't get their agenda with it because I take him over. I've said, who would you rather, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, or Mount? Right? And if you say either one of the Arsenal players, you're fucking deluded. Because I'd take Mount in a heartbeat.
Up front was Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin. Sorry, Watkins. Calvert-Lewin. Right, trying to find all these guys' pictures in an England shirt was a nightmare. Calvert-Lewin, I think he was very good.
I'd say good. He wasn't.
Nah, actually,
he
no,
wasn't-
good, because he missed some blatant opportunities.
He wasn't on the levels of Ward-Prowse and Mount. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He missed some blatant opportunities he should be scoring, to be honest.
Yeah.
Chelsea ladies could beat San trust me, I could beat San Marino. Big up, Niall. Mount was good. 8 for perfect attack passes. Yes.
He was very good.
Where's Saka going to play in
were-
this if he does come
Bob,
back? If he does come here, is he going to play the wing back?
hi,
Frank-
Bob
I imagine
TV. If you haven't subscribed
wing back
already,
/ winger.
please subscribe. All right, I'm definitely looking for Tottenham fans. If you, to come on, sir, because we're trying to do a Premier League banter later this evening. So if you want to subscribe and you want to join that, DM me. I'll put the DM in for you now. Just DM me at SFeatley because I'm trying to find at least one fan from the top 6 for that banter show, and then the rest can be whoever they want to be.
The subs were so you had Trippier.
Niall gets special entry as a moderator.
Well, it depends on what time it is because I've got a Chelsea show, a Liverpool show, and a United show tonight.
I've got 7 p.m.
Might be able to make a little bit of it.
Okay. Yes. Moving on to the substitutes. Carl
Trippier.
Walker came. Trippier came
No, it
on,
was
didn't
Trippier. Yeah.
he? What do you
Did
make of
nothing.
Trippier?
Did
Yeah,
absolutely
didn't. Yeah,
nothing.
Bang average. Mings.
And then you had Mings. Do you know? I want to put him as extremely poor because that last tackle was so bloody stupid. It was
Very
so
poor.
stupid. Yeah, very poor. It was stupid. Absolutely. It was rash, pathetic, and dumb. And that's me being polite. Then
Ollie
you had,
Watkins.
Ollie Watkins. Yeah, give him. I would say good. He got a goal, didn't he? And then
I
you
think it was
had.
very good, to be honest. It was very influential.
Nah, it
for his
wasn't. It wasn't-
debut.
Also,
No,
gotta say, I do love that England away kit. I'm not an England fan, but it's a nice kit. I don't know.
No.
I love that. I'm a big fan of
No.
that color scheme. But then I'm you know,
It should
I
be.
wouldn't
Well,
I wouldn't
to be honest,
say
it should be red. It should be red and white.
for England,
Or-
it's probably not the right color scheme. But for me, as a preference to my
It
favorite
should.
color scheme, I
To
quite
be
like
honest, that we used to have. Never used to be white and blue. It used to be red and white as the home kit, and white and blue as the away kit. Now they switched it round. But
I would say that he wasn't on the level of James Ward-Prowse and Mason Mount. He just wasn't. He was good, but he wasn't very good.
who would you leave out if you had to choose out of? Oh, come on! No. Leave
I
out.
would leave.
Leave out Madison and Foden.
I would actually say yes. Same. No. I'd leave out Grealish and Foden. I'll take Mount and Madison.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say Grealish and Foden.
Nah, for me, Foden is still young and he can make an effect on the bench. Mount is. You saw it the minute he came off the pitch. We just didn't look the same. Mason Mount offers a lot to our attack. Obviously, just because you're an Arsenal fan, you don't know what an attack looks like. That doesn't mean you should be slamming Mason Mount.
Who?
I said because you're an Arsenal fan and I know you don't know.
No. I generally feel that. To be fair, Grealish out of them 3, you've got Foden who can play probably as a cam. Madison can play as a cam. Grealish
I
don't
would
can though.
I would have.
Grealish is more of a left winger, so you could.
I would have Foden coming off the bench. I just think that'd be more.
Yeah, but I think with Grealish, it doesn't really count because he's not a central attacking midfielder. He's more of a left winger. So you could take him plus Foden and
I was on about. No, I'd take them all, but not all of them can start the game.
I watched last game. We looked we looked better when Mount got subbed. Yeah,
No, we didn't.
and it looks like you're
No,
new
we
as well in the
didn't.
chat. Please do hit the subscribe button if you are new. Please join us wonderful community that we've got on Luca's Life, we've got on Let's Talk Premier League.
I just hit 100 subscribers.
And he's just hit us 100 subscribers, so go subscribe to him now.
And I'm
So
48 away, so
I don't know.
No,
mine's not improving.
Back to what we were
I don't
talking
know why.
about. Ollie Watkins was not on the same level as Ward-Prowse and Mason Mount.
Right. Well, I say he was just. I think he was very good coming off the bench. But there you go.
Yeah, but just because it was his debut doesn't mean he gets elevated.
No, it's not because it's his debut. It was very influential coming off the bench.
He did well, but he just didn't hit the levels of Ward-Prowse and Mason Mount.
Well, if you think at the level Watkins has come from, he's not been in the top flight for as long as those players. So maybe over time he can get to that next level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's got.
Was there anyone else?
Yeah, it was. Oh fuck, who came? Foden, and he did absolutely nothing. He was so in. He just did nothing, didn't he? He was just nothing.
Is it
one
me
with
or
the
mine?
ball on, mate? The one in the middle with the ball.
Yeah.
Just did nothing for me.
Bang average. Yeah, so that's it then. So Lingard watching looks sharp. And to watch Lingard Watkins looks sharp.
I wouldn't go that far, but
no. I think it was very, very poor, and it just shows why he's at West Ham and not been able to make it at Man United. Reece James, AWB, and Carl Walker. The right back situation, Well, no, Carl Walker, no.
Carl Walker, if you play him as a ball playing centre back and bring Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, you could play. Yeah, I think for Reece James and Wan-Bissaka should be arguing that position. To be honest,
should I say?
Are we all just skipping over Trent's name like he's not English or something?
Yeah, but it also, you got Trent in there.
He's the most talented out of all of them. It's just
I get that.
I think he will
defensively.
eventually
He's
go.
not very good. He's not defensively. He's a bit questionable.
I don't care. His attacking power.
I think statistically, despite him being a fairly poor, he's actually been one of the better. Still want to be one of the better right backs for England in the Premier League this season.
It depends. It depends on how you play, right? If you play with a flat back four and you're thinking more defensively, you pick Wan-Bissaka. If you're playing wing backs and you want someone who can attack, do an okay job defensively, but has that protection behind them, you pick Trent. Reece James.
Yeah, but I get that. I know, but I get that. But for certain games where, like, you're not. Trent's not trash. Bargav, Trent's not trash.
Trent is not Trent. Trent, can I say something? Trent Alexander.
Hang on.
Arnold,
Trent's had a poor season, right? Trent has had a poor season, but he's not trash.
Who does Bargav support?
Arsenal.
I hope they get relegated.
Trent is better than Reece James.
Wait, why exactly is he? Why exactly do you rate him so highly?
He's 21 and he's already bossed it in the Premier League.
Because at one point he was the best right back in the world for about an 18-month period.
What? He's had one poor season. Now shit.
He's such a defensive liability, though.
No, he's not.
Defensive liability.
Liverpool, but he doesn't fit any other team.
Have you fucking heard yourself? Your team literally plays with Hector Bellerin, and you're telling me about
and you're moaning about, and you're saying,
no. But what I'm saying is Bellerin. For me, Wan-Bissaka is like a shoo-in for me for that position, but that's a different story.
Bargav, you're missing the point completely entirely. Right, it's as if you basically jumped over it with a bouncy castle. Right, there's two things you want to look at. If you play with a flat back four, I agree. Wan-Bissaka probably suits a bit better because he's better defensively. If you play the England way or the Southgate way, which is we're going to play three at the back with wing backs, Trent is what you want to go for.
Yeah,
because Trent offers so much going forward. He has that little bit of defensive ability that he needs. And he's got cover from three centre-backs and knowing Southgate probably two DMs.
Yeah, you play Southgate way with wing-backs. That's how Klopp plays. That's how he made his name, right? Playing as a wing back in Liverpool's side, right? And he's what 22, so he's not even hit his prime yet, right? So he's had one poor season. So, like with any up and coming player, you're gonna have one or two or periods that are you're not great. You're shit, right? And be fair, that Liverpool side has not been great all season. But
are you still going to play?
It doesn't make him trash. It might be defensively questionable, but he's not trash.
I think.
Are you still going to play 3 at the back though?
Yeah, of course.
I think Trent is one of those. Sorry, he's one of those players that is just form almost doesn't matter unless he's absolutely terrible. But he's not been that like to the levels of a I don't know. I can't think of a player who's been absolutely dreadful. But like I still feel like he's just one of those players that you bring because he will step up for England, and you'd hope that he'd do that. And I think when you have a player of his caliber in that can play for your national team, you play him. Yeah. If going back to Greece, is the example with Tsimikas at left back. He hasn't played for Liverpool all season, but when he came on, he was when he started against Spain, he was one of our best players. He shut down Ferran Torres the entire game and stopped him from doing anything. So there are just some situations where you have to bring on a player.
His name's Niall. It's that your YT means YouTube. 2, he's not being arrogant. He's praising Mount because he had a good game.
Okay, no, let me. I love a good fight. So you say that? Nah. Please put the comment.
By the way, I do like if you do, please subscribe.
Yeah, that comment
if
right
you don't
there.
want to follow him, don't subscribe to him.
Can you chuck that comment back up, Stephen? Because he called me out.
Yeah.
So me and him needed.
So I'm trying to get through the comments.
Of course, I'll be very quick, mate. Don't worry. I was way too quick to praise Mount. Not really. He's performed very well all season, and every time he's put on an England shirt, he's done a fantastic job. He was one of our better players yesterday, and thank you for calling me arrogant, you wanker. Stephen, they're not going to call me...
Everyone's opinion are their own.
Yeah, well, they're not going to call me arrogant and not have me say anything back. I ain't just here so they can just abuse us and all of that. Nah, mate. You abuse me, I'll abuse you back. Don't worry.
Yeah. Sits between 3 at the back and 4. Rome, big up you fellas. Was disappointed with yesterday. Only 5 goals out of 31 efforts on goal. That killer instinct is still lacking with us against these part-timers. Trent can still do a job in central midfield. Trent and Robertson are crucial to Liverpool's front 3. One of the reasons why Liverpool won Champions League and the Premier League.
And they're still in the Champions
Mount
League
is Chelsea's best player. There were 16 players who played the game. You're not into football tactics. You just What the fuck are you on about?
That's a wind up.
Are you on a wind up,
right,
mate?
so
Hang on. Hold the phone. Right. Let me get this back up. Because he's still there. Right.
I'm pretty sure we put him on the same.
We also
same
praised
level as
James
Ward-Prowse,
Ward. We also said James Ward-Prowse. Right. So is he now just a James Ward-Prowse praiser? That makes no sense, right? So what? Because it doesn't suit your agenda. We can't praise Mount now.
I may or may not. I may not or may not have responded in the comments to him. He'll come soon.
Oh no! I need them to cut. Oh fucking hell!
you put it on the screen. I think my response just sums it up perfectly.
Everyone's opinion on their own.
You're a bit of a tosser. Have a good day.
Wan-Bissaka is changing it.
There's not, there's a chance he could do that. I've heard rumblings about that.
Yeah.
He's frustrated. He's not playing.
Wait, he's only played like 3. He's only played 3 games. He's played less than 3 games for England.
I'm not quite sure, and I think they're changing the rules slightly with regards to international call-ups, like because I think at one point it was
Niall.
if you play friendlies only, but you don't play any competitive fixtures, you can still change your nationality. But I think now you can play like 1 or 2 competitive fixtures, and then you can still get called to a different nation.
Calvert-Lewin did not play better. Calvert-Lewin did not play better. He missed sitters. He missed about 4 sitters. Right? Because he scored a goal. What? How many goals did he score? What? 1 goal against
2.
Okay.
It's okay.
2 goals.
I've responded to him in the comments.
Oh God. Right. Yeah.
Also, if he can start calling me Niall instead of YT, because
yeah,
the last time the last time I checked, I wasn't actually called YouTube. I mean, I wish I was.
Yeah, I didn't realize you owned YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah, I obviously did very well in my life. That
was crucial to our attacking play. Yeah, right.
Hold on, read the ending, you idiot.
Oh, no. Please do not. Let's not get personal about this. Jesus Christ.
Why? He called me arrogant and a joker. And he says I'm not into football tactics, to which I probably know more tactics than him. In fact, I could probably draw up a tactics board whilst asleep, and he probably is still sucking on his mummy's titties.
You can fucking leave race out of it, mate. Don't even go there, mate. Don't even go there.
So, no. It's cool, Stephen. No, it's cool, Stephen.
Don't you start bringing that into it. It's got fuck all to do with it, mate.
Stephen, 1 minute. It's cool because everyone here knows who my favourite player is, right?
Yeah, it's Greenwood.
It's Hector Bellerin.
The last time I checked, I hope I don't offend anyone. Greenwood wasn't white. He was actually mixed race. So nice try, but have a good day, you fucking wanker. In fact, I'll respond to you in the comments.
Hey, Stephen.
How much swearing am I allowed to do?
They changed the rules on international players. You can play up to 3 caps now. You can play 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
you can play 3 games before you can switch allegiances.
Yeah, 3 competitive games.
Yeah,
friendlies.
If you start bringing race into it, you'll find yourself gone, mate. Come back with another comment like that, you're gone. End of story. Because I ain't standing for it. None of us are standing for it.
It's okay. I've responded in the comments. I may have used the F word, but you know me, that's sort of standard.
Yeah.
It's just funny that people go on about that. Yet my favourite player is Mason. Yeah. The funniest bit is my favourite player is Mason Greenwood. It's that's actually hilarious. So yeah. Mega racist I am, me. Absolutely mega.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm sorry. Absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks.
I'm pretty sure I praised Reece James, didn't I?
Yeah, I've been making excuses. I've been making excuses for Aubameyang all season.
Yeah.
It's only now it's just like, well, you missed 4 sitters against.
It's cool. That seems to be the go-to thing for people. If they're not able to beat you, sort of intelligently, they just take it back to something.
And by the way, we all say like Slavia Prague should be banned.
I've said they should get a 20-year ban, but obviously I'm mega
Still
racist.
Don't know why did Southgate would take off someone like James, who was brilliant, and bring on Trippier, who is
probably resting him. The game was done by then.
Probably, yeah, the game was done by then, and that.
Trippier was dog shit.
That is not shit. He's better than Hector.
Forgot to. Oh, I forgot to raise your comment. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
Just because they're better.
Henderson. Sorry. Henderson, Phillips, Rice, Mount, Lingard. Who did you leave? Who do you leave out? Who do I leave out? Lingard.
I mean, the only 2 I would take are like Mount and Henderson.
I'd say Lingard, to be honest.
I think it's hard to compare because you're looking at different kinds of midfielders, but yeah, I think Phillips and Lingard for me.
Have you got some sort of agenda? Seriously, honestly,
dudes, Kevin, come on the stream now.
Yeah, if you
Actually, yeah, do that. You want to debate?
Yeah, if you want to like debate this, right? There you go.
Put the stream in. Yeah.
Aren't Chelsea fans like split on the whole Mason Mount thing? Until like recently he started
I
performing.
know, but just like honestly, right? And how old's Mason Mount? He's not exactly like he's
22.
22 years old.
He's not even in his prime yet, for God's sake.
I mean, part of the hate he got was because he was played every game.
Why is it? Why is it?
It's cool.
Every game,
People
right?
are quick to smash a player. It's like when Wobie like getting so much abuse, and I heard some of it in the stadium.
Cool.
It was not nice, right?
I look
and I wish I could have acted,
him...
but I know if I acted, I probably would have getting up pummeled.
I look forward to him coming on stream and debating me and probably calling me a damn
sorry,
racist.
it's yeah.
Also,
I always try to
make
it. I always make it a worry. He said, yeah, his final ball's not in great, but he at least he tries to take on the strikers and defenders and try and create something. He was the only one to create a fucking goal in the Europa League final. So he was the only one to bloody praise that final. So yeah, just
he
leave
scored
it
in
out,
the final,
man.
right? He scored in the
leave
final.
It out. Just leave it out, man. If you're not having it, come on the show then. Right? But in the end, you got 5 minutes anyway.
It's okay. I may or may not have responded to him again.
Okay, good.
This time I used 2 explicit words. No, it wasn't that one. I used 2 explicit words this time. They're upping as my anger starts increasing.
Yeah. Greece. Who have they got in their next 2 games?
Well, they play Honduras in a friendly, which is a pointless friendly. I don't know why we organised a friendly with Honduras. If you guys recall, you guys played Honduras before the 2014 World Cup, and they were one of the dirtiest teams I've ever seen England play, and they were really bad. That was one of the worst games I've seen from a neutral's perspective. It was 0-0. It was dreadful. So I'm not looking forward to that game, just because I don't think it'll be a good game. And then we play Georgia, who aren't a good team. On paper, we should comfortably win, but it's just where, like I've said before, it's whether Greece actually can put the game to bed and score. I think we will win. I think that's a massive. The draw against Spain was a massive boost, despite us having one shot on target, which was the penalty that we won and scored. You got to get them somehow. But honestly, Greece's defense was fantastic, and everything past the defensive line and the holding mids were not very good at all. We didn't create anything.
They've got Socrates in there. It's Greek God. Greek God.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have Socrates. We don't have Manolas, because there's so much confusion going on with those two, because they fell out with managers past and the current manager Jean Van Schip, and I don't know. It's weird. Like and then I think they've been speaking out against the Greek Football Federation. It's just a weird thing. And then
I'll judge block him now.
Yeah, and then people have been sort of saying, "Oh, they've been called up. Oh no, they weren't called up." JVS came out on national TV and said, "Oh, I tried to call them up for this," but then Socrates came and spoke to Chris Wheatley, who is from Football.London, and he said that he never received any invitation to be called up or hasn't received anything. So your guess is as good as ours. But I mean, there are 2 of our best players and they're not being called up currently.
Yeah. I remember when Lacazette was at one point performing better than Giroud, right? And then Giroud was getting picked over him, and we couldn't understand it. Now I can understand it, because Lacazette is not as good as Giroud at the minute. Giroud's sent on better, and it gives you a different option. But beforehand, we didn't know why. And Mount lost 5 times, but 5 times. Oh, right. So. My God!
He also got an assist, but yeah.
I think everyone has to remember though, it's San Marino. You can't judge accurately judge a player's performance. Don't tell me. Against a team of amateurs, they're an amateur team.
Don't tell me you're Liverpool till I die with a new account.
Why? What did Liverpool till I die do?
Try to have a go at Chris for criticising the team.
Oh, just block him. If I was you, I would block Dudes and England till I die. Just block them, mate. Just say thank you for their views and then just block them. That's what I did on my channel yesterday. There was some people acting like twats, so I just blocked them and done with it.
Stones
in
concert.
Concert
from Villa. He's a good player.
Trent, Shaw, Henderson, Mount, Phil, Grealish, Foden, Sancho, Kane. Bench would be Saka.
Yeah, Stephen, just block that Dude's guy. He's just acting like a twat. We don't need his negativity.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Like, get lost, mate.
Oh, bye. Thank you for your view.
Cheerio, cheerio,
cheerio,
la 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 la.
Cheerio, cheerio.
And
yeah,
you start having a guy starting because we don't think England are going to win the World Cup, by the way, or the Euro. Might think win the Euros.
Actually, I do. I think
you do. But I think he's deluded. But I don't feel personally I'm gonna see England win a World Cup in my lifetime, right? Because we've had great sides and we've not won the World Cup, right? We were favourites in 2000, one of the favourites in 2006. We didn't win the World Cup. So for me, I don't feel in my lifetime, right, or probably in my kids' lifetime, that we're gonna win the World Cup. So if you want to come at me, have a go. So it's the truth. No, I'm not faking the fan because I'll still watch my team week in, week out.
It's okay. I've just said that he's a fake fan.
Oh God, but yeah.
You know me. I don't take no shit from nobody.
But yeah. Final thoughts because we got Albania on Sunday. Niall, final thoughts to until coming up for this game.
I think Mason Mount has been one of our best players. He is a top.
You've got to do. Hang on, sorry, Killian. You've got to do so much better than that. You really think I'm that stupid? You've got to do right. I'm sorry, right? I've already seen Turkish do that mistake.
Yeah, no. But
if you want to try again, do subscribe and let me know when you'll let you know when I'm live. Right.
Yeah, Mason Mount is a top player, a world-class player, been absolutely fucking brilliant. Great ball possession, doesn't lose the ball often.
I should have kept him in for this bit.
Absolutely brilliant. I think he's going to be one to watch for the future and probably the next England captain.
Yeah, you are. Oh, thank you very much. You've just given me confirmation. Goodbye.
What did you tell me? Tell me what after.
He told me I am Liverpool till I die. So
yeah, but I don't know what Liverpool till I die.
So I went. Oh, good. Bye.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what Liverpool till I die did. So just tell me in the back.
He tried to personally attack Chris because he was criticising his football club.
Oh yeah, that's bang out of order.
And he's got his own personal issues to deal with, so he could fuck off.
Bang out of order.
So just saying that just really gave me confirmation. So thank you very much. Mug. But yeah, Luca, your final thoughts before we go. Hello. Your final thoughts before we go.
You're on about me?
Yeah.
My bad. No, I think England versus Albania. 3-0 England, really. I think it'd be very, very comfortable.
No, shut up. You twat.
The one thing I will say is, one thing I will say is, but I'll say it off
Go on.
air. I'll say it off air. You
Oh,
know
God,
what?
don't.
You know what I mean. So yeah.
Okay. Steve, what are your team for England versus Albania for me? But we will discuss that when we got a preview. I think it's tomorrow to the Albania game, so we'll discuss that then. But please do go and subscribe. Sorry, I was going to ask actually, Steve, what do you think towards Greece in your next game?
Well, we have to win. Like I said before, fantastic boost to get a draw against Spain, and Georgia's a team that we now need to actually show that we can comfortably beat the smaller teams and not drop points against them. So yeah, a win is necessary. I hope it's. I don't really care how Greece win, even if it's 1-0. I'll take that.
Yeah, seems fair.
Wicked.
Who's Bargav? Who's Bargav?
Bargav.
I have no idea who he is.
You was just here earlier.
Nah, I don't know who he is.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up.
What happened?
Don't worry, it's been fun. We're
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, that's one way. But yeah, thanks for everyone that's tuned in.
Thank you very much.
Please hit the subscribe button. Go check out Let's Talk Premier League, Niall's channel, definitely if you want abuse. And give him a subscribe. It's got over 100 subscribers. So obviously the abuse is working. This is Luca's life. Go and subscribe to him.
48 away. Turn the notification.
Yeah, 48 away. I'm still 23 away. So come on, let's go. Let's hit that subscribe button now. Bargav, as ever, thank you as always. And Steve, thanks for coming back on again.
Thank you for having me, man.
And yeah, we'll hope you get back on the channel soon. But until then, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and we'll be back. Hang on. We'll discuss that later on in another stream. But take care. Bye bye.